Want to push ahead of this way, but look, caught in the grab well here. Devi's going to sit, and then Wood's going to take first contact with Devi's tucked in the corner. It's a 2 for 2. Forsaken buys his time, opts to double back. There's no plant yet.
No, they've got enough time though. They want to try to pivot to B, but these 1v1s being taken are awkward. Forsaken, lovely trade, brings it to the 2 versus 2, and in the meantime, Patman had been making his way over towards this B site. It's going to be awkward for Team Heretics on this reclear. There's so many positions that these last 2 players could be tucked into, but they opt for the double halls, play together.
Of course, Patman dubs as the handler for this PRX team. He's a tight leash on them, and deals with Miniboo as he tries to approach from B long. It's on Boo. Now they know he's here. The Horde reveals his location. And the IGL now needs to make a play for Halls. He knows what the setup is, but he has to face it. Natty!
Those orbs, the dimensional drift has just been one of the highest power ultimates in the meta this year.
Razorvine deployed in Halls. This is tough for Benji, and Jing explodes. It's an easy giant. They're trying to catch him out. Some old orbs on the table here, though, for PRX. If Heretics get a little bit too close, Oriens will have his. And the rest of PRX have already gotten out of dodge. And that'll be that. 4 perish to the spike for Heretics. But now who fancies a little bit of it, but PRX is slower on the uptake. It's a smoke out on them, but they're going to try and follow this Rage util in. Miniboo has a swing. Something gets ahead of it. Rien's though able to follow up on the grab well, and now will take up this position of boxes. And that's stunning stuff for Rien's. Just what the doctor ordered. Forsaken is out of the game, essentially. How do we break back in? Wood on the breach.
It looks like they just want to go for a very quick A split, or at least threaten that to open things up. Here comes that double satchel. In the push. He can't be getting that.
Oh, there's more where that came from, Wyatt. Devi's able to deal with Benji. And now you're trapped if you're Rien's in A main. He's only good for the 1. Miniboo needs to try and find a way into the game, but he's at risk of being crunched on here as Forsaken gets the spike down. Clock is ticking for Miniboo, and eventually he'll be duck out of position.
A 1-of-1 team, and Jing is a 1-of-1 Raze. Again, it's going to come down to these adaptations on the fly. Boo caught by something. We'll avoid him.
He clears the Razorvine though, so there's an option for Boo to spring forth should he need to, but he's sat here with the Bucky. It's an awkward line to be on. Patience for Boo. He's going to get shot up through the wall though. Benji can't hold mid, only finds his 1. And now from tower, Heretics have to make a play. God, that happened in light speed. PRX back hole here. Looks like they're not going to waste too much time getting up onto this B side. Once again, C's thrown in. Jing disrespects the Razorvine, and Boo is absolutely not ready for that. He's wrapped around with the judge of this more where that came from, apparently. Jing is unchained, cannot be stopped at this stage. And Heretics don't quite have the arsenal to slow them down meaningfully. Grabwell is going to be avoided by Rienzi, extricates himself, but now the boys are back. Flooding into the link. Stop a pop. Jing is headed on the guts. Oh, he's headed over towards Art. Surely he doesn't wrap on this player. Benji's about to get real busy, folks, and he's dodged the rockets. However, Patman handles him. Once again, playing through these smokes, though, Boo slows the pace down, and the shots have been good enough to make it something in Forsaken versus. This is going to at least give a safe pocket for something to get that plant. He gate crashed away from the fault line. Oh, the timing for Forsaken!
Miniboo just has to watch too.
Kind of out of date about where Heretics could be coming from. Now, a bit more of an inkling. Is he going to push this? Something handles it there from A-Main, and Forsaken does his half-bite.
It's a cool way to take A main, that pop flash, double satchel, and they just want to continue this in. Teleport from something. Jing with a nade kill. Something beautiful. Lined up. Multiple headshots. Making light work of this eco.
And now Heretics, you've got the double Marshall play available to you. Riente's going to have a crack, see what he can find. Jing has no time for it though, and Miniboo will get wrapped on. Oh no, don't do it! Oh no, humanity something!
Take this utility out.
It's about to get messy, folks. Strap in. There's the ping. The Horde sees 2. Jing with the spray. Boo is down in dugout. Something tries to emerge. And he's already seen that Prowler. Knows it's coming. Fault line. Thrown out here. No one to catch onto, or perhaps the Vice behind him. But Forsaken is confident. The standout player on this PRX roster. And boy howdy, he's sharp as attack, folks.
Oh, he had an unreal run.
Just hoping to fight ahead of it. There might be a safe pocket for something here to just emerge in. I'll call a cancel. Yep, these is no way. Wood is ready for him. That might be a little bit audacious, even for PRX. Miniboo tries to hold it off angle. Jing is just a little better. The guy is running roughshod over the defenders. And Benji's going to get caught on a timing, most likely. Forsaken just rips him a new one. And Boo again, hands out wide, says, what do you want me to do?
3 players are spotted by the dimensional drift from something. He still gets out of it in secret. Jeez. 3 players, yeah, let's just hit the site.
Wait and bide his time here.
Patman gonna double up with him as well. Something wants to get some early spam.
All this due to not opening the side up enough. Minimu's going to go for it. He's able to find tapped up a little bit, and PRX have not quite shown themselves yet. Something lurks amongst the shadows. That's a bloody good timing, at least for one. Devay, what a shot! Boo just runs into it. Wu can deal with him at least. Player advantage for PRX though.
That is a late swing, but a crucial kill from Wu. Benji, can he catch a timing? He would have to be the one for Heretics right now to save them, to get this pistol round, keep them in the game.
Looks good. Jing, however, reaching around the corner. It's a very low health Woot that's able to dispatch him. Now we've got a God's Honest 2 versus 2, and here's Forsaken, gets the spike loose. It's up to Benji. Prowler, play from behind it. Patman sees his quarry. Not quite ready to finish the job. 35 seconds left in the round. Patman holds his ground. A diabolical.
What a joy this is to see PRX in prime form.
Round number
White
14.
hot.
That could be the last of the game, but there is a stack on the B side. Patman, though, takes that one for the team. Forsaken finds his, and then PRX realizes there's action elsewhere. We've got Jing's going to start filtering up through Connector. He may see the second wave here from Heretics Cross.
He's going to try to swing out. He will. Gets the first tap down and double swing. Forsaken follows it. Minimu caught on the lurk. And it's the IGL, the big brother of the team.
In the unenviable position of having to salvage an impossible situation for his team. This would be one of the nastiest losses that Heretics have suffered in quite some time. Boo here's going to try and go to work with him, but Devay shuts the book on this first map.
That pick where Heretics have looked really good with this Neon.
Look at this push up already from PRX on the defense side. They absolutely want to brawl. Heretics, though, have to be ready for it. But how? How do you stand against this avalanche of defenders? Wood is going to limp away from that early encounter. Here's one shot. And has to cross the mid that Devay has on lock.
Yeah, doubled up even with something, and Devay had been patiently
back up here to bolster this beat presence. Standard Viper wall here from Heretics, and definitely indicates they intend to head this way momentarily. Looks like already the Dizzy is trying to scout the way. Unique Neon composition. It's going to be tough to find a foothold though, as something takes his.
Pivot back towards mid. With this Neon, they like to go for a lot of B splits. A lot of fast-paced action.
Devay here, from multiple angles, can operate here, can play off the turret, take contact as they try and push up in the kitchen. Here's something, says, I'll have my rifle back, thank you. And there it is. Bucky.
PRX have 3 players B main, time to walk right at the attacking team, as they always do. Heretics, they're patient, they're waiting, but they're losing the duels. Great trade from Rienz, though.
Little one-way, something.
In tandem with a recon to take back Yellow, but without him, it's going to be much tougher. Patman wants to fight this, but the Dizzy connects late.
Spacing's not there. Jing actually got off that line, but oh, hi Wingman. He needs to get ahead of it though. The span's coming in through the smoke. Still, PRX cut down to 2. Here's Forsaken with the Bucky.
Last player standing.
It's all going to be on Devay now. Benji and Woot armed to the teeth, but no plant just yet. And no Wingman to get it done for free.
They want to slow this down.
30
catch
seconds
Devay.
left.
He's pushing, but he's patient. He's peeking out, and wow, he gets another. Heretics.
One way will be refreshed. Give Patman the edge, but it's going to be a Dizzy on out. Patman already on the spray. He got his.
It up at mid. You can see PRX on the rotates, getting towards this B side. Will Benji catch the timing?
He's got a player though coming from his left. He might not be ready for the 2 push. And there it is. Once again, PRX give as good as they get.
Rifle upgrade for Devay now as well. Woot solo. These shock darts have done tremendous damage. It's going to force out the Thrash. Can it actually get a connection? And even if it does, can anyone get a kill off of it? No.
Decent ping though on the side of PRX, but here is Forsaken with the Odin. Jing wants to try and push up. Wood is very, very low, but there's still a spike to defend now. Heretics just going to try and hang on here. Hold on against this relentless onslaught, but Devay wraps on Yellow. And we'll be on the clock every single attack side round.
And here we go. 3 players ready to fight from PRX towards A, and they find another first blood.
And it's Miniboo down at the start of the round again. Wyatt. Something. He's on the line, able to get back, and he knows there's more where that came from. The shorty. God, he's thirsty for it.
Spike
It
down.
is up to Boo, as it often is. Again, this will be PRX with another stunning start to the game. This, by the way, is a team. Devi's been drawn over in that direction to assist. Benji, the curry spot, okay. Not too shabby, my friend. Holds it down admirably. That is definitely going to throw a wrench in the works for PRX, and now that lockdown will allow Devi to at least get some space. Rienz is waiting for him.
Caught by the players who are
able to make use of that to get entrenched here at this A side.
And they're going to want to use this Hunter's Fury with the Paranoia to give back in. This is fast. This is pacey from PRX.
Here comes the Hunter's Fury, belated as it is, but it's going to be Jing going to work with him. He's gotten in and under rafters, something at a timing, but again, it's Benji that answers that late round lurk. Woot deals with Forsaken. Jing gets his cap. He was already able to find these first 2 kills, but to expect him to make it 5, even for him, might be a little bit too much. Woot with the shoulder pick, shot through the knee, still an adventurer, though. Boo and Benji happy just to stay entrenched. A hard fought round here for Heretics, and finally! Again, though, it's just going to be Devi B for now. Hammond one away from that Viper's pit, but there's Benji again.
He's hitting. Push up. He is hitting. Does Patman try to trade the C-toss, but Benji gets out of the way.
Oh, this is stunning stuff. Benji Fishy, that's 3? Caught by the Paranoia, forced to give him some ground, but now the youngster has some wind in his sails.
Spike down B.
Right, Wingman is going to be thwarted in his plant attempt, but the Thrash is going to go ahead now to pave the way. Surely Jing spotted now, detained. He's got Devi to watch him. Relay bomb comes in, a mini boo with the slide across. Heretics! Will watch the mid pivot, but yep, there's going to be action over here towards the pit. That man cute, but not good enough. Tries to outfox the Aldro.
I respect it. I respect the attempt.
Devi gets up on that line pretty quick. Miniboo, who's been quiet in this series and in this map as well, just needs to be a bit of a nuisance. Remains at large here over the site. Snakebite's going to make it hard to play in from upper rafters. This is good looks. The hero rifle is still in play. Jing might try and wager it for something here. We'll take a pretty prescribed location, one that's going to be watched for at the back of the site. And Heretics have seen enough. It's up to Jing here to step up, get himself some value off this round potentially, but once more, he will be sorely outgunned, outnumbered. And outdone by Benji. Flawless.
But this is the danger. Something has been waiting for this cross.
On a very tight line. He's going to see one. That's Rienz trying to cross, dealt with. Something wants to repost the line, but Woot ensconced safely within the poison walls. There's Forsaken, sees this easy come his way. Happy to spam through. Eventually, PRX are going to have to commit. Woot has been dealt with. The Viper, though, spawning the pit still at large. Jing wants to get past this now. Spam in Boo's direction. Mini Boo, though, dealt with. Patman is in here, sees the Viper, and there it is. The wall comes down, as does the curtain on Heretics in this round. Boo with a parting gift, but that's all that Heretics can muster.
Overwhelmed by the numbers, no real positions, deep side. All to come back up. Oh my god, PRX, they just want to go in off the Paranoia with a recon.
Looking for their own timing, marching to the beat of their own drum, but Woot, what a stunning mosh pit there to shut him down. Devi's able to find
mid. Forsaken left on an island towards B, just wants to slowly maneuver forward. Boo should
correction
get this kill. What a snappy shot!
Now, have to deal with Woot, tucked in corner by Yellow. Doesn't want to give himself up a Forsaken. Don't even think about the knife, son! Here comes the Thrash. Something Nosy now needs to gain some altitude, but finally Benji is rewarded for his patience in the round. This pit. Here come Heretics. They are really looking to take some snowman space potentially here. Wyatt,
They just do it again!
Timing doesn't pay off once more. Hunter's Fury now for Forsaken. Gets a tap on Benji. Still no plant yet.
Right here.
That Hunter's Fury just used a little bit late. Boo has gotten his way all the way into the A site, and there's more than enough time for Heretics to make this pivot. Yeah, Forsaken can catch a couple in mid, though.
Is he too far forward? Woot, I like the high-low setup. That is brilliant! Heretics always aware.
Based on all of the angles that they could be pushing out from.
Devi has given himself away. No reason not to fully commit to this one, but Boo takes him out. 7-5, half for Heretics.
Typically, as far as the scoreboard, Benji Fishy and Woot that are putting up the big numbers as Minibu draws a lot of that attention on the Neon. This is fast right now from PRX, collecting 2 early.
And this mid-thrust here from Heretics might have fumbled. Rienz waiting. Whips in the night. Yet to leave port, but eventually someone's going to raise anchor and get to it. Rienz gives himself away. Jing wins it out. What an ill-fated encounter for Heretics, and it's up to Boo again. Boy howdy, what a mountain he has to climb. Spike, of course, already planted. That's what you ask for PRX fans. Getting off to a good start with a pistol win here.
all they've had are good starts. They've won every single pistol. If Team Heretics could win this map without either pistol round win, that would be a tremendous
thing in the previous half. Unsurprisingly, Patman's moved up. Minimu punished though on that little swing. They tried to set him up with a Marshall, but he will be ruined. Run over there, given no space at yellow whatsoever, and Boo now is about to feel the net close in. Patman up walkway, sees what was that? Okay. Up on the ledge he goes. Proud as a peacock, but Rienz is able to find his brace of two. Once again, though, it's a heavily disadvantaged situation.
Ahead.
Rienz desperately trying to avert an even game here. Likely has too much on his plate. Devire will silence him. Bonus for PRX.
Taking the time at the moment, something has been allowed to take all the space and be made. Oh no, that is disastrous, Boo! Just doesn't think that someone would be that close.
Last time it was Minibu got caught out at yellow. This time, Boo has just got a little bit too close to the sun.
Swarm grenade out.
Bear in mind, this is Team Heretics with absolutely nothing left in the bank. This is must win at the moment, Patman. This fight is so awkward. That's as messy as it gets.
The late paranoia comes in, but Patman definitely supported in that engagement. Something eventually that was put to bed on the B side of the map, and this has precipitated a pivot. Now with mid control, PRX can go towards A and not worry about getting caught, but it's a pump fake.
What a timing for Patman to catch, and they have Forsaken playing towards A again. They could really pivot anywhere here. It's just, we're playing TDM, who wins that out. People to swing out. Maybe that's a way in, find a pick.
A small gap in that smoke will be challenged. Wood has to drop down, and the spacing isn't quite there, apparently. Them against a fully armed PRX team on a roll.
Listen, they've got the right stack to do it. The weapons might be decent enough. Something shut down early. They're trying to get into this site. PRX Jing is pushed up, but he can't connect.
Messy stuff. Divine Forsaken now, got to pick it up, but there is Forsaken. Quick response, and he doubles down. Oh,
he's susceptible to just one shot from it, but he's able to get out of the way, but he can't. Read by Rienz. He's too smart. Presence known forward.
Trying to get ahead of the Owl drone. Does he have a timing on Boo? Spots him out. Util in hand. Divine is divine. What a red
kill, right? But you're asking about. Oh my God! The early Hunter's very double connection.
Oh, that's devastating. This was the round, and Heretics were trying to shore up their half the map. Benji at least is able to lean in, intercede to find a kill. That is an awful way to start with, and he's pinged out again. He's got to give this ground up. All of the A side now belongs to PRX. Look at the timing though. Heretics trying to get in ahead of this, but Minibu is shut down instantly. And Benji, beleaguered as he is, on all sides, guns are trained at the Killjoy. And that was absolutely
immediately.
That's as the Hunter's Fury comes in. You can see Weber just throw his head back. Okay, Heretics, credit to them. Still want to find a burst of speed here, but oh, the boys were waiting for you, Minibu. You were expected.
Yeah, just hoping the Forsaken would be in that closer tucked position that Asova will often be in, but was safe, playing back for the multiple players to guard him.
Oh, it's just filthy.
They're trying to make hero plays. You can't blame them. They've only got sheriffs. PRX have absolutely shut them down. Their economy is completely out of control. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. All right, thank you. We can't have two knives in the debut.
Play at least use their neon to get something. But man, I mean, PRX wrote the script for that. They were there when the Deep Magic was written.
6-round run coming into this with an 80+% win rate on attack. We're seeing exactly why. Deep Recon is going to come through mid, and then something can swing off this with Patman. No one is going to actually be spotted by it. No, Benji caught, and there's a teleport into spawn. Disarray for Heretics.
Oh man, they're getting clowned on. This is the rifle round they were trying desperately to bail water out of this quickly sinking boat. And they've already been cut down to 3 players, and Patman is on a timing, but there's an awareness here for Wood. He kind of knows it, and he's ready.
I was going to say, Patman, he's just in the walls at all times, but Heretics ready now. This is winnable.
Yep, something spotted out. Here comes a fast retake for Heretics. Good start. Forsaken dealt with Raptors control, assumed. Wood very sharp this round. Thrash here will look to find Divide, last standing member of PRX, and in midair he is detained. Heretics come up for air. It's a breather, a brief respite. But boy howdy, look.
If at all this half.
It's possible Alex took exception with that round from PRX. I can't be sure. Wow! Oh, but he's not ready. He's clearing the recon and Jing.
Here comes the lockdown.
He's going after it. By hook or by crook. Something is looking for this, and there's Patman on the lurk timing. Oh, the lockdown is just popped out from under Heretics.
I can't with this guy. He's crazy.
And our Heretics know they really can't play off the side. They've got to commit. They've got to challenge this. Not too shabby there from Minibu, but Jing deigns to descend from the ivory tower to deal a death blow to the
This is
Neon.
winnable. Patman's too far away.
Can he get a touch? Unreal! PRX had to be satisfied with a little bit of damage onto the Neon, but Minibu also has that overdrive and already. Here's Jing again. They are never ready for Jing! From the top rope, he's able to find his... Rien's claps back now, has to drop to the side. This is good anchoring. Can he do with something? No, the shorty. More than he can deal with. And Boo laboriously will drag himself across the map to challenge this.
Planted.
Jing has just been an absolute animal on both maps. Countless first kills.
Boo gives a double swing. He's gonna have to deal with it. Oh, the King's horses and men emerge.
So much more aggression than you would typically see from Omens on this map. Something connection. Wow, damage for damage.
Yep. They both take a hit there. Ice Fury now being deployed by Rians. What is there to find here? Comes up with nothing. Patman hears him. How is he here already? The conditioning utterly broken on the side of Heretics, and now it's up to Boo again. 30 points of health to try and slow the PRX train down, but choo-choo, baby! We have more than left the station!